Yep, welcome to Between the Frames. My name is Captain McKay, and it's been a long time since I've done a video like this. So basically, I guess we're just gonna go over some things that I got set up around the apartment. You know, people ask sometimes about my collection, so we're gonna show a little bit of that and what that looks like at present. I got a nice diorama that I'll show you. That'll be fun, I guess. And I know right now, at time of record, we are nearing about the end of March 2020, which for those of you who are watching this in current day, you know that means that many of us are either quarantined or are staying home of our own volition. Unfortunately, I don't get that luxury. My job has decided that we are an essential business for some reason, so I will continue risking life, health, safety, and limb to go out and do whatever it is that they think is important enough for me to go out and do. However, this quarantine gets in the way of people like me who want to do their figure hunts, man. When's the last time we got to go out and look for figures? I mean, it's probably been a little while since, you know, most people should be staying home. I decided today we're gonna do a figure hunt. That's right, quarantine edition figure hunt. Problem is, you know, trying to look out for myself and not get sick and not make other people sick, so we're gonna use a little bit of imagination. So come with me. We're going to Target. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be ridiculous. Alright, so here we are. We're at Target. Exciting stuff here. Let's take a look. Wow. Yeah, the toy section looks like they got a few interesting things here. Oh, okay. The 80th anniversary Thor. I haven't seen him in a long time. Oh, it's cool that they have that. Some older X-Men figures. Jubilee. Cyclops. Wow, that Cyclops is tough to come by. I haven't seen him in a long time. We got Dazzler, Storm, and another Cyclops. I've always liked that Cyclops, actually, but I'm not going to pick any of these up. I got all these already. We got the, oh wow, the movie Ninja Turtles, the bad guys, and Splinter. Strange, I thought these were GameStop exclusives. It's very, I don't know, it's kind of unusual to see these at a Target. Got X-Pac, I haven't seen him in a while. Alexander Wolf, is he tough to find? I don't know, but you got him here. Bob Backlund, I thought he was a Walmart figure too. This is a very strange Target. Junkyard Dog, another older figure. Got the, oh, Mankind, wow. Yeah, I haven't seen this in a long time. Yeah, really cool. I actually have one of these though, so I'm not gonna pick it up. Then we got the, oh, the Hurricane. Yeah, see? Nice. I definitely, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick this figure up. I don't have this one yet. Hurricane. Cool, all right. Yeah, okay, not a bad Target run. You got a decent selection of figures out. You know, it's this quarantine, I guess, you know, it's not gonna stop major retail, so, you know, big props to the people at Target to keeping these shelves straightened out and clean.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man of risk.
Well, that's the thing too. I gotta read the directions a little bit better. I don't know when they move. If they move after I do an action, or if they move before I do an action.
Okay. Yes.
But we'll learn the rules as we go. So 3 shots.
Ah, shit.
And all I did was knock it back. Then the
Can
worst.
you knock it back?
You can. That's what sucks.
Oh.
I just knocked
So
it back
now
around
you
the. So I can't
line
take a
of
shot
sight.
at it.
All right.
All right. So I have.
Now
Oh,
does that
and
count
I'm
as
sorry,
3 actions, right? Because that's 3
Hang on, no,
shots.
too. I also.
Oh. Yep, you did the burst. I love it. Oh my.
So I'm gonna just. I don't know.
Does that what? That counts as 3 actions, right?
No, the burst shot's one.
It's still
Yeah,
one. Okay.
it's
one attack.
Yep, okay. Yep.
But like I'm adding
But you
the line,
wasted
so
mad.
Yeah. I'm gonna move up.
So this is a diorama I've been working on and off for like months and months, just as I find spare time. Yeah, it's a big city building. We're gonna get it all put together. See all that stuff over there. I'll show you what it's all about here. So yeah, I've been busy. Got a little light on the corner entrance here. I wanted this to be a bar, so you got 21 and up. You got a Schlitz ad in the window. You got Jameson and something else. What is that, Guinness? Oh no, Beamish. I'm sorry, Beamish. Yeah, the light is actually, it's connected to this top corner piece here, which you can see is separate so that it can kind of support that and hold that up. We just kind of have to string it up through here, and hopefully you can see that. And the switch is right here. Just turn it on and off right through there. And now it's off. Over here, I wanted this to be kind of like a music store, like a record store of some kind. So you got just a bunch of musical acts on there. These little stairs are just a floating piece, they're removable. But yeah, it's on there, pretty good. Along this side, you just got some more musical stuff. A little bit of self-indulgence too. Apparently they have the JWF pay-per-views, probably on VHS, knowing this place. As you move up, you got windows. I just did kind of like, you know, the same windows that I've done a number of times, but this time I added like some different like trim elements to them and made them uniform across the whole way. So, you know, pretty nice. Now the roof is what I had the most fun doing. This piece here is a piece of wooden trim that you can get from like Lowe's or Home Depot or any of those. Matter of fact, I got a piece right here. So it's just this. And I basically just glued it, just gave myself a splinter, so that's awesome. I basically just glued it to the front of that, and when I painted it, I just painted it all the same color, so I think it looks awesome. I didn't do it on the sides though, so I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep it kind of the way it is, because front facing the building would look a little nicer than, you know, the sides, which are probably gonna just be pressed up against other buildings anyway. What's really cool I like is the top though. You got this little separate piece where, you know, I guess in theory you would come up through the building and wind up here. These are just little pieces that I built. They're freestanding, they're not like plugged into this or anything, so they could move around, I guess, if you wanted them to. Got this ladder that I actually just put little holes in the top there so that you can press that down. And then there's little holes in the side where that can just kind of fit into the brickwork. Over here, you just got like kind of a power reading, like a meter, some kind. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. I wanted to leave space over here so that you can put figures in here if they got to be looking at that or whatever. Honestly, this is all freestanding, so you don't even need that up there, or you can move it to the other side. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. Now this water tower is still a work in progress. You'll notice there's no pipes underneath it that lead into the building or anything, but I like it. You know, I got inspired because every time I would watch the 2012 Ninja Turtles show and they were on a roof, there was always a water tower. And I was like, you know, I've seen people use water towers, but I think there was a company that made them. I want to say it was Boundless Brooklyn, maybe. And people were just like kind of repainting them and doing their own. So I was like, let me just try and build one. And I'm very happy with the results so far. I want to get that top painted a little bit more metallic, as well as this, like structural support thing. I do have some metallic paint, but I don't know if the paint that I have is really going to work. So I may just wait until the next chance I actually get to leave the apartment, which is going to be who knows when. But I'll buy some more of the hammered metal spray paint that I like. But yeah, as I take a step back here, overall, I like it. This is not the first city building I've made. This isn't even probably the biggest diorama that I've ever made, but this, I'm really happy with it. This is probably one of my favorite pieces that I've made in a long time. So, you know, I got a little bit more work to do on it. Like I say, some more details on the water tower. I also want to do some pipes over on this side too. Like maybe, I don't know, do something like this where you can have them plug into like another electrical box or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm not in a rush right now. I dig it. And I was thinking maybe also a fire escape over here maybe. I don't know, because I have like one of those dumpsters I can just put on this side. It's all modular. It's all just kind of a work in progress. I'm just working on it when I have time, and you know, this is how we're looking. And in case you wonder how it looks with figures on it, here's an example. Got the NECA Ninja Turtles, the second release, the cartoon versions. And yeah, not bad, is it? Not too bad at all. See, you can get up to some pretty interesting stuff when you're quarantined. I'm not even quarantined though, I'm just off this week. I took the week off to play Doom Eternal, but that's not all I've been doing. So Hey. And just for reference, here's what it looks like with figures in the front of it. Pretty cool. Very happy with this piece. A couple new things here. This is the Mezco Sovereign Knight Batman, as I look at the box behind me to get the name of it. Definitely a cool figure. I'm not a huge Mezco collector for the most part. I do have a couple. Obviously, I've done some animations with some of the ones I have, but yeah, Mezco like is very hit and miss with me. But for the price, I couldn't resist. This was on a Black Friday sale at my local place, Heroes Hideout. It's a figure shop not too far from me. 20 bucks, Black Friday deal. When you see a Mezco figure for 20 bucks, you buy it, just as a rule, hands down. And this comes with like different heads and all different accessories and everything. Really nice, really cool piece. And then I also got this Magneto, which I had zero interest in initially at first, but you can see the price there, $89.99. The store was having some kind of a sale, and I believe they're actually out of business now, which makes sense. But on this particular day, they were having a sale for all their figures were half off, and they had like Storm figures and Sideshow and all different stuff. But Magneto wound up being like 48 bucks by the time I was done with taxes and stuff. So yeah, I'm getting these deep discount Mezco figures. And I gotta say, for that price, I think Magneto's worth it. The little creative liberties they took with the costume don't really bother me all that much. I wish we would have gotten like just an empty helmet so that we could have like the unmasked head still being able to hold his helmet as I'm wobbling because he's up on this base. But yeah, this effect I really like, where he's like magnetically like disassembling the gun. It's really cool. It's just an alternate hand that you can pop on there. And one thing I didn't realize is that he actually has a wired cape too, which honestly makes him like a lot cooler looking when he's in flight. So yeah, Mezco figures aren't something that I really like focus on with my collection, but if I see them at a discount, I'll usually grab them. And honestly, I'm glad I did, because I do like these guys. And basically for the price that I paid for the two of them combined, is still less than the price of like one regular price Mezco figure. So yeah, come up. So people have kind of asked about the collection. Let's see if I can get this light working a little better for me here. So every now and again I get people asking about my my collection and if I could show like a whole collection video. I mean, I don't really feel like digging through all that, so I don't know if a whole collection video is going to be in the works here. That kind of tells me that I just need to clean, because a bunch of that is either lighting and diorama components and stuff for filming. Those boxes are like Marvel Legends, like all the X-Men stuff. I got empty boxes of like different things that I'm using all over the place. Yeah, it's a rough life. But here's some of the setups I do have. Let me kick the old lights on and see if these are gonna work for me. Probably not. So here we have some of the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter stuff that I have. You may recognize this set from Batman vs. Terminator. It's where the main part of the fight kind of took place. I guess the first half of the fight. But yeah, I mean, got Cammy in there. She's one of the newer figures that I got. Not too recently, but I think she might be the last Street Fighter figure I got. Yeah, overall, I really like this line. I know some people are kind of picky and choosy about which ones they get. I know there's the Figure Arts line too, which I do have a couple of, but I don't know. Overall, I think if I'm going to collect the entire series of something, it's going to be this. And even this, I don't collect the whole series. Like, there's characters that I'm missing, and obviously like variants of different characters that I just don't have. Up here, we got the Ninja Turtles. These are the NECA comic book versions in the sewer diorama that I made, God, years ago. There's a video on my channel from the 5 days of dioramas from that, so that's worth checking out. This, I've never finished this diorama. Sad. But this is the, I was gonna use this for the NECA, these figures, but the black and white versions, because, you know, the comic book style I thought looked cool, and I just never got around to it. Never painted that dumpster. That, like, texturing and layering on the ground there, I thought that was pretty cool, but, you know, we'll get there one of these days. Down here, pop this on here. This is my updated wrestling display. Let's actually just lower this down so we can see inside there. So we got the right up front and center here, well, front and stage left, I guess. You got the Ultimate Shawn Michaels figure. This is a nice figure. This is actually the head from the basic 100 figure. It was like hiding up here, headless. But I think it looks much more like Shawn Michaels. And when I actually got the Ultimate figure, I was surprised that the heads are actually kind of small, which I think also might lead to me not being all that impressed with the head sculpts. But I digress. This figure's great. Over here we got Chris Jericho wearing this coveted JWF Intercontinental Championship. That shirt is a custom. I can't remember who made it, and I wish I could, but it's really nice. We got RVD and Goldberg back there. That's the newest Goldberg. I don't know if you can see with the white and black kind of biker shorts he has. Got the NWO, Sting, Vader time, DDP. As you go into the ring here, you got Kane and Undertaker and Big Show from like '99 era. You got Sid. You got the New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg again with a custom shirt from the same artist. You got Vince, you got Flair, Bulldog, Eddie. You got X-Pac and the Ultimate Triple H. That was actually a gift from my man Devin. He had a spare and he just sent it my way. And it's a great figure, so thank you again, man. Really, really cool, and I think he looks awesome in a display. Got this new Kurt Angle. This Kurt is actually one of my favorite recent figures. I really, really like it. I don't know, something about it, just its overall style. The fact that they gave him like, I don't know, cooler looking shoes, and the articulation is actually cut off at the bottom of the singlet. It's not like halfway through like some of the other Kurt Angle figures we've seen, so it doesn't break that sculpt. Really nice. I actually like this a lot. This is Bret Hart, the defining moments with the head from the Ultimate Edition figure. And I cut some of that hair off the front because I think this does look a lot like Bret, but you wouldn't be able to tell with all that hair hanging in his face. But yeah, I think it's a much better head sculpt than the one that was originally on the figure. You got the Walmart Rock looking cool, and you got Austin up here. Lastly, we move towards the back. We got the Hardy Boys up on top of a ladder. They're like more modern, recent Hardy Boys, but either way. We got Edge and Christian, my custom Heart Foundation elites that were gifts from Burnout Inc. some time ago. And they got their custom JWF Tag Team Championships. Looking good. Looking awesome, actually. These are going to be on display pretty much as long as I have a wrestling display because I really, really like these. Got the Dudley Boys down there. These are obviously like more recent versions of the Dudleys, but you know, take what we can get. And then over here, I tried to reenact that moment from Raw where Dude Love and Mankind were having that conversation on the Titantron, and then Cactus Jack walked in and then proceeded to go out and beat up Triple H. So that's kind of what this is. It's my little appreciation nod towards that moment on Monday Night Raw. So overall, yeah, that's what the wrestling shelf is looking like right now. Not bad. I tried to make it like a smaller, like arena type setup with different things going on. You got the fence and the barricades and all this other stuff. Pretty cool.
But in that sense, Cap, would that mean that if I moved back a spot right now, right? Then realistically, that zombie would move a spot? No, because a moving turn doesn't necessarily move the zombie. And
I thought.
Oh, technically it doesn't move
you unless it's your turn, I thought.
But if it were my turn, let's just say, I'd be
Actually, I think maybe they only move because it says once you complete your action phase, it does its reaction phase.
And over on this side is where things become a mess. Obviously, front and center here, we've got the NECA Movie Ninja Turtles, all four of them. I really like these figures a lot. You got Shredder back there. You got Splinter facing down against a bunch of foot soldiers who haven't realized it yet, but they've just made a terrible mistake. So I originally had 2 foot soldiers when I went and picked up my initial pre-order from GameStop, because you get Shredder, Splinter, and then one of each of the bladed weapons and the blunt weapons foot soldier. But then there was a GameStop in the mall that was going out of business, so all their figures were 30% off. So I picked up a second blunt weapons foot soldier. And then about a week after that, Mountain Man comes home and hooks me up with a third blunt weapons foot soldier. So now I got 4 foot soldiers, and I think that's about all I need. Mostly just because of space, honestly. But yeah, between the 3 melee weapon figures and the 1 bladed weapon figure, I have enough weapons to go around from all of them. So, I mean, I like these foot soldiers. I keep calling them soldiers because that's like what they were in the cartoons. Technically, I guess these are foot ninjas, but I don't know. There's already been somebody in the comments correcting me on that, I'm sure, before I even got the chance to correct myself. So thank you for that. That's a Marvel Legends. You got the Build-A-Figure Wendigo and the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut back there. Actually, no, that's the 2-pack Juggernaut. But yeah, you know, they're great figures. I just don't know what I want to do with them yet. Moving over here is some of the Storm Collectibles stuff that I don't have on the main shelf. You got Battle Costume Chun-Li. You got Zangief, Player 1 version. You got Street Fighter V Ken, which I really, really like that figure, actually, a lot. And then you've got the main version, M. Bison, Player 1 from Street Fighter V. So, yeah. Just a mess, but honestly, it's one of those things that I just kind of have to make time to straighten out. Down here, we got the NECA Turtles villains. And let me see if I can pull the light in a little closer so we can kind of see what's going on in here. So in the back, you'll see the foot soldiers. They came with the Turtles. And then you got Shredder and Krang that also came with the Turtles, the first versions of the Target 2-packs. And then you got Bebop and Rocksteady, which people are still having a hard time finding these figures, man. Actually, damn, I should have checked for Burnout Inc. when I was in Target before. I totally forgot to look. My bad, Chase, I'm sorry. But yeah, I got this little diorama. These lights are actually cool because they cycle through colors, but they cycle it like an off pattern, so eventually the lights just start changing like however they want. And I think that's pretty cool in this diorama. And then lastly over here, we got the dojo. I made this some time ago, and I got the other NECA Turtles in there. These are the first edition versions that came with like all the villains. They're more cartoon accurate colors. And obviously you would have seen by now in that diorama that I have the other versions too. The more recent 2-packs that are the brighter green with the green shells and kind of the bolder mask colors. But yeah, overall, I never expected to wind up with this many Ninja Turtles figures, but then again, I never thought NECA was gonna like crank these out the way they were. Like if you would have told like 6 or 7-year-old Michael, like, hey, yeah, those Playmates movie star turtles are pretty cool, but give it another 30 years, man, just wait and see what's coming. He probably wouldn't have believed you. Just knifing him.
Got it, goddamn. Oh no! 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 Oh, and my face ends, and now I gotta try to dodge this.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh no!
Oh! Ah! Here, Bobby.
Oh, thank God.
Double dash,
At least he dodged him.
Whew.
So last but not least, we got the Doom shelf. As probably some of you know, Doom Eternal just came out a couple of days ago at this at the time of this recording. And me and Mount Man got a couple Doom things here. Most of this is his, actually. Only 1 or 2 of these things are mine. But yeah, big fans of Doom. How can you go wrong? You got the McFarlane Slayer. There's the bronze McFarlane Slayer. There's a Pop Cyber Demon from 2016. There's a little like pewter Cyber Demon and a Pinky. There's a UAC key card that's like a flash drive. Plenty of Doom books, some literature for those who wanna read about it. The Doom board game back there. That's the Doom 3 version, I believe. You got the Revenant from the collector's edition, I think, of 2016. Yeah, you got your cards there from some of the monsters from 2016. Good stuff. Mountain Man's big statue that he got. Nice Hell Knight's head. The guy's standing on, looking sharp. Got a Cacto Demon piggy bank. Too much good stuff here. And a little tin lunchbox that came with Doom Eternal. Yep, I want people to know that this is actually directly in front of the door when people walk into the apartment. So the first thing they probably see is Doom. Let me tell you, that's setting quite an example. So I redid some of the Mortal Kombat figures. This is Goro's lair. I made a whole video on this diorama that I made. But yeah, I just spread the figures out a little bit. Got a couple different things going on. You got Cyber Smoke kind of tormented by the, I don't know, by the ninja smoke, I guess, his memory. You got the ultimate MK3 versions of Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting. I actually just got this Sub-Zero a couple weeks ago. And while I still prefer the look of the older ninjas, like overall, these new ones are really nice too, in my opinion. Especially the coloring on this Sub-Zero and the ice effects. Yeah, damn good. Got Goro back here just kind of watching, waiting for something to happen, I guess. Got Noob and Baraka back there fighting. And then this is Johnny Cage from McFarlane, which, in my opinion, is McFarlane's best Mortal Kombat figure so far. Just, yeah, they nailed the detail. The jacket's awesome, the coloring and everything. This is based on the younger appearance from Mortal Kombat 11. And, while he's not in perfect scale with these guys, I think it's passable. It fits well enough. Down here, got Shao Kahn, Rain, and Ermac. Looks like Ermac's kind of tipping over off his stand there. And you got Cyrax and Sector. And I will set these guys up a little better. You know, Sector and Cyrax both come with like awesome fatality pieces and different things. So, yeah, I don't know. Pretty cool. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are obviously not accounted for here because they're in the other room because I'm working on that stop motion. And, you know, just something cool to look at, I guess. Something a little different.